is your exit plan when the time comes for retirement, not death? Do you?
It really doesn't matter what my plan is if it's death, right?
So what is your exit plan when the time comes? Do you see yourself in full-time commentary and like the Stones touring with Fozzy in your 70s, or do you want to enjoy not being on the road? P.S. Please don't retire soon.
I'll never not be on the road. I'm an entertainer. I've been doing it since I was 19 years old, and all the different things that I do. So I will never stop doing that. It's all that I know. I can't fix your car or, deposit money in the bank, if I'm a bank teller or whatever the hell it is. I am a performer. So I don't really think about those things. Like someone asked me today, how much longer can you do it? And it's like, I don't know, a day, 5 years, 10 years, who knows, right? Like, it all depends on how I feel. And I always say, I'll continue to stay in the business as long as I know that I can have the best match on any given night. Not every night, but on any given night. And we did that at Forbidden Door. We did that at with the Anarchy in the Arena match. Those were high-class, great matches, blood and guts. So I like still being able to contribute at the highest of levels because that's the standard that I set for myself. Coming up with new ideas and being creative, like, the Jericho Appreciation Society. I just really dig this angle and all the stuff we've been able to do with it. Commentary is fun. I could probably stay on commentary. I saw the Stones last night. Mick Jagger is still the best frontman in rock and roll, not because he's 80, just because he's Mick Jagger. He's great. So we can do Fozzy and continue that. The band is still building. We have 5 consecutive top 10 singles at this point. Our last tour of the UK, every show sold out. So we're building that as well. You guys were there. Thank you. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I always have acting projects I can do that I don't have time for, but they're always there. Podcasting is great. So there's a lot of stuff I can do. And I don't know which one it will be. I just know that I'll continue to entertain until the real exit happens.
I was going to ask you, just to piggyback off of that, you've always said, I don't want to do the kind of Hall of Fame, nostalgia, goodbye thing.
Yeah.
Is that still the case? Do you still think if it's the end, you don't want it to be the traditional way that a career ends?
Yeah, I don't like that. A bunch of people standing there telling how great you are. I know I'm great. I don't need you guys to tell me that. I'm going to be the only guy in the WWE Hall of Fame. I'm going to pull a Sex Pistols and write a letter and say, I'm not appearing. You cannot put me in here without me telling you, like Axl Rose didn't want to show up. Those things are all cool, but that's all more for fans, which is great. But for me, I'm already in the Hall of Fame in my head. And retirement tour, I would never want to do that. That puts too much pressure on everybody. It puts too much pressure for the fans and for me. I'll know when it's time to leave, and I'll leave, but I won't leave to where you never see me again. I'll just transition into something else where I'll still be around, and I think that's one of the things that people, you guys love about what I do is you never know for sure what it's going to be. Jericho's starring on a cooking show. What the hell's that? But that was really good. Dancing with the Stars or all these different things. It's because I think it's interesting. I want to do it, and if I want to do it and commit to it, the majority of my friends, you guys, stick with me and follow that. And I think that's because I've built up respect with you guys. I don't do anything for a quick cash grab. I got asked to be on Celebrity High Diving. That's a true story. Celebrity High Diving. I'm like, who the is doing Celebrity High Diving? Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong is a comedian from the States. He weighs about 350 pounds. I said, Louis Armstrong's high diving? I want to watch that. But I don't want to be in it. So I don't do those types of things. But anything that I do, I think you guys know it's because I'm doing it for the right reasons, because I find it interesting, and I want to be there, and I want to be involved, and that will never change for me.
I had always heard that if you were in the main event of WrestleMania, you're making 7 figures. Easy. No doubt about it. No doubt about it whatsoever. When I got the check, it was considerably less than that. Now, I don't want to say what it was because it was still a shitload of money, but it wasn't the WrestleMania payoff that I had always heard about.